Welcome to Fact Fuse, the show where we bring you fascinating, quirky, and thought-provoking facts from history to light up your week. Today, we're diving into the little-known gems and remarkable moments from February 1st to February 8th. Buckle up, because this week in history is about freedom, innovation, adventure, and golf on the moon? We're kicking off February with a day that celebrates one of the most pivotal moments in American history, National Freedom Day. On February 1st, 1865, Abraham Lincoln signed the 13th Amendment abolishing slavery in the United States. This wasn't just an amendment, it was a new chapter for millions of Americans and a huge step towards equality. National Freedom Day honors the beginning of a journey that's still ongoing today. But hey, February 1st isn't just about societal progress. On this day, in 1954, the first colored TV sets went on sale in the United States. Imagine the joy of seeing something other than black and white on your screen for the first time. These TVs could show up to 15 channels. 15! But hey, it was a groundbreaking moment for entertainment. Now let's move on to February 2nd, which is arguably the most famous day for a rodent to get into weather forecasting, Groundhog Day. This quirky tradition dates back to 1887 in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, where a groundhog named Phil predicted the weather. The legend says if he sees his shadow, it's 6 more weeks of winter. If not, we're in for an early spring. But let's be real, whether Phil sees his shadow or not, it's winter until it's not. Still, there's something charming about a town putting its faith in a chubby little groundhog. And if nothing else, it gave us the iconic Bill Murray movie. So thanks, Phil. February 3rd takes us back to another landmark moment in U.S. history, the ratification of the 15th Amendment in 1870. This amendment declared that the right to vote couldn't be denied based on race, color, or previous condition of servitude. Sounds like common sense now, right? But back then, it was revolutionary. Of course, there were still challenges. Jim Crow laws and voter suppression didn't disappear overnight, but the 15th Amendment laid the groundwork for the civil rights movement. It's a reminder of how far we've come and how important it is to protect the rights we've gained. On February 4th, we celebrated the birth of an icon, Rosa Parks. Born in 1913, Rosa Parks changed the course of history with one bold act of defiance. In 1955, by refusing to give up her bus seat to a white passenger, she sparked the Montgomery bus boycott, a pivotal moment in the civil rights movement. Rosa Parks didn't just take a stand by sitting down, she reminded the world that the change begins with courage. And while we're at it, February 4th is also National Homemade Soup Day. So why not honor Rosa Parks with a warm bowl of soup while reflecting on the power of standing up or sitting down for what's right? Now here's a fact that's out of this world, literally. On February 5th, 1971, astronaut Alan Shepard became the first and only person to play golf on the moon. During the Apollo 14 mission, Shepard snuck a golf club and 2 balls onto the lunar surface. And yes, he took a swing right there on the moon. Why golf? Shepard wanted to show that despite the seriousness of space exploration, there's room for a little fun. Plus, with the moon's low gravity, he got to experience the longest drive in history. Somewhere out there, there's still a golf ball floating in space, or buried in moon dust. February 6th, 1958, marks one of the most tragic moments in sports history. The Munich Air Disaster. A plane carrying the Manchester United football team, nicknamed the Busby Babes, crashed while attempting to take off in snowy conditions. 23 people lost their lives, including 8 talented young players. The disaster shocked the world, but also showcased the resilience of the team and its fans. Manchester United rebuilt itself from this tragedy, eventually becoming one of the most successful football clubs in the world. It's a story of loss, but also of incredible strength and determination. Adventure takes center stage on February 7, 1987, when Giancarlo Gianza became the first person to kayak solo across the Atlantic Ocean. That's right, over 4,000 miles in nothing but a kayak. The Italian adventurer paddled for 124 days, braving storms, isolation, and exhaustion. While most of us struggled to paddle a kayak for an hour, Gianza proved that the human spirit and a lot of arm strength can conquer even the most daunting challenges. Definitely makes my New Year's resolution to exercise more seem pretty manageable. Finally, February 8, 1978 marks a milestone for women in science. The first all-female Antarctic expedition. 70 women traveled to the Palmer Peninsula, breaking barriers in fields historically dominated by men. These women weren't just adventurers, they were scientists, researchers, and trailblazers. Their expedition proved that women could handle the harshest conditions on Earth and contribute to groundbreaking research while doing it. Today, we continue to benefit from their discoveries and their courage. Here's to the pioneers who inspire us to break down our own barriers. And there you have it, 8 fascinating facts to fuel your week. From groundbreaking amendments to golf on the moon and adventures across oceans and ice, history never runs out of surprises. If you enjoyed this episode of Fact Views, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you never miss a fact-packed episode. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.